What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel and thanks for watching today. So this is kind of a spur of the moment type of video, but I did a 6-month review of my business and how things are going. So now this will be called the 1 year in video of how everything is going. Basically, I've been at it for a year and like 4 months. So I just wanted to let all you guys know how it's going, kind of update the channel, just give you guys a rundown of, you know, the things I've been running into and, you know, the positives, the negatives. So anyways, thanks for watching and let's get to it. I want to start off by saying I absolutely love what I do and I'm very blessed and I'm very happy and satisfied with the way things are going. It's definitely not perfect. It can be hard and very challenging at times, but you know, it is what it is, and that's, you know, the thing that comes with owning your own business. It's just sometimes it's difficult, you know. Biggest issue I've ran into so far is like being organized on the paperwork side. It's just, it can be very difficult, you know, doing taxes, keeping up with all the paperwork, because I have so many invoices. Like every time I pick up a part, you know, there's a new invoice, gas receipts, write-offs. I have to file quarterly taxes, so I have to file my state taxes every quarter, and then I have to file, you know, my taxes every year. So that's basically filing 5 times a year. And if you produce over $1,000 in sales tax a month, then you have to file every single month. That sucks. But that's the biggest issue I've ran into so far is, you know, the paperwork. But I'm working on getting an accountant or a CPA or a bookkeeper. I'm getting on that. I'm also gonna get QuickBooks soon. I've basically just been doing everything I can on my own because I'm trying to save money. It is very expensive, you know, the life that I live, it's not the cheapest. I mean, I don't live an extravagant lifestyle. I just, you know, rent for a house, you know, credit card bills for the business. I mean, some months it ranges anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 a month just in my parts bill. So, you know, that, oof, some months it's pretty scary, but, you know, I'm making it work and it's a really good feeling. I really would not want to be doing anything else. You know, I've been working a full-time job since I was 15 years old. I always worked really hard. I always worked for other people. I always ran other people's businesses, but now I'm running my own and it's the most amazing feeling. I am really realizing now that I can't do everything on my own. I do need help. I would love to post more on social media. You would just be astounded at the amount of videos I've recorded but just haven't posted, and it's ridiculous. So I'm gonna hand over all the paperwork stuff to someone else to handle after I file these taxes. That's like March 31st. So someone's gonna take over all that, so that way I don't have to worry about that, and that way I can focus on my videos because it is going really well. The ways I've been advertising, and I know you guys want to hear this, I started out on Facebook. I joined all the Facebook groups of my area. I'm located in Polk County, Florida, the heart of Florida, Central Florida. I joined the Lakeland page, which is a really huge page. It has like 100,000 people on it, and people post for mechanical work all the time, and I would just respond in the comments, put my business, tag my business. People would hit me up, and then before you know it, I wouldn't have to respond anymore because people are referring me. From there, I started my Google page. You know, I put a lot of pictures on my Google page. I asked people to leave reviews. People see that stuff, and then, you know, they see nice stuff, and then they want to use me, which is really nice. I have an Instagram page, a TikTok page, obviously YouTube, Facebook. Facebook is the biggest. I mean, I get so many inquiries on there. It's amazing. So if you guys are wondering how to get business, you just got to be active on social media. You got to be active on the internet. You know, the word of mouth is great, but that comes after, you know, the internet stuff. We live in a digital world, and it's the way to go, literally. So be very active on social media. I get a lot of inquiries from YouTube also, from the videos. Yeah, it works very well. Business now is people I've already helped, so repeat business. I notice when I go through my phone that it is all names and numbers I have saved, you know. It's been hard for me to basically answer every call, so I do miss a lot of calls. Sometimes if I don't recognize the number, I just won't answer it because I have a lot of work stacked up. I have a lot of really nice customers. Sometimes I do have to pick and choose because, you know, people can give you a headache, you know what I mean? And it's just not worth it. So you really do have to pick and choose. But look at that car. Oof. Man, I love being here in Florida. You see so many awesome cars all the time. It's so badass. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean, most of the questions people have been asking me is advertising. How do you get your name out there? I told you that. Just be honest with people. Treat people with respect. You know, it goes a long way. Just show up with a smile on your face. Even if you can't help somebody or, you know, like what they're saying, just, you know, just be nice to them. Don't let people run you over, but, you know, it really does go a long way. Just treating people with respect and being honest, you know what I mean? Don't be a shitty mechanic. Mechanics have a horrible reputation. It's very sad. You literally have to gain people's trust in this industry. But once you do, it's game over. Like, they'll stick with you forever. I mean, I've had most of my repeat customers, I've already done 5 to 10 jobs for them, literally. They just call you back and they know they can trust you, and it's the best feeling in the world, you know what I mean? For those of you starting out, all you need is the basics. You don't need a bunch of big, complicated equipment. I mean, it does help, but like, I'm in my 2001 Jeep Grand Cherokee, and I literally just have it outfitted. Look, I have my boxes, my Milwaukee stuff, my jump pack, and, you know, getting a nice little build does take some time, but once you figure out those little things you need, you know, you just have one of everything, get good quality stuff. I mean, I rarely find myself in a situation where I don't have something that I need now, you know what I mean? Aside from like some specialty tools, literally, like, I have so much packed in to this little setup, and it's perfect for me, you know. I do plan on getting a you know, an actual work van, but for now, I mean, saving money in the beginning, it's absolutely perfect. So don't get discouraged if you don't have all this big fancy equipment. Just start out small, you know. Try to stay neat and clean and organized. That's very important, you know, because people like to see that also. They don't, you know, when you show up all dirty and grungy and your car is like rusted and falling apart and all squeaky and grindy, you know, people might look at that weird. So, you know, just take care of your stuff, present yourself well, you know, look nice and clean. People, they love that stuff, you know what I mean? And I've had people tell me that before, you know. So it's all about how you present yourself, and, you know, none of us know everything. So, you know, don't be also a know-it-all type, you know what I mean? Because we're all learning every day. No one knows everything. No one likes a know-it-all. So, you know, be open to learning and suggestions, and, you know what I mean? Just try to be open-minded also, you know what I mean? Start your plan and go for it. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace.